What's up YouTube, there's Messier here. Today I thought I'd bring you sort of an updated Frog Monarch build. For anybody who knows me in real life, you know that Frog Monarch will probably always be my favourite deck. Haven't really been playing it much recently, just because I don't think it's that great at the moment. Obviously some people have had success with it, and props to them, but I'm just feeling more back row at the moment. But yeah, I've kind of tweaked it with a hieratic twist, so it's slightly easier to exceed into rank 6s, especially consider Ptolemy Messier 7. So I've dubbed this Messier Monarch. I use the Tefnua engine over, what was it, Illusionary Snatcher, simply because if you draw like the What Hell Dragon, it's really easy to get out of hand because it's one tribute, it's a 2/5 beta, which is really not anything to be sniffed at. If you draw the Illusionary Snatcher dead, you need 2 tributes to get it out of your hand, and it's only 2/4. So that's my reasoning behind it anyway. But yeah, let's get into the deck list. I run 2 Light and Darkness Dragon. You can tribute it out, so you run it. Basic thing behind that. Still just as good as it ever was. Not great, obviously, against things like Priestess, but there we go, it's good against pretty much everything else. For the Monarchs, fairly standard. Triple Caius. Triple Riser. For the hieratic engine, I run triple Tefnua and 1 Wattail. Obviously, if you tribute summon this and it gets bombless, it sucks, but what are you going to do? You very rarely have to tribute summon it anyway, because hieratics can get it from hand as well, so you can just hold on to it if you fear the bottomless. 1 Gauze. 2 Trag. I still run Trag even though Ophion is a card, because honestly if you do go up against Evil Swarm, you've got loads of outs. You've got 6 Monarchs, you've got enemy controllers, you've got soul exchanges. You can get it off the board quite easily. Continuing Protection. 3 Battle Fader. 2 Effect Veiler. And 2 Maxi, so it's quite hand trap heavy. For the frogs, I run 3 Salt Frog, 3 Treeborn. I've cut dupes just because of space for the hieratic engine, and 1 Ronin, and that runs off the monsters. Reasonably monster heavy, as you'd expect from Frog Monarch. For spells, run the Holy Trinity, nothing's really changed there. 3 enemy control, cards, amazing. 2 soul exchange, I see a lot of people running 3, I still personally don't like 3. But yeah, I understand why people run it at 3, it's just personal preference I guess. And then triple MST. And 1 Foolish. I didn't used to run Foolish, but Foolish with Messier 7 on the field basically becomes search any monster from your deck, because you send it to the grave and then bounce it from the grave to your hand with M7. So that's a nice little trick you can use with Foolish. For the extra deck, 1 Formula, 1 Ancient Sacred, basically you make it with Monarch and Veiler if you need to. Same deal with Black Rose and Stardust, and that's the only Sync Rose I run. For Xyz, Slack Magician, 2 Gachi. You can bump up to 3 if you want. I just rarely found myself going into more than 1, to be honest. This isn't Lancer, you don't really go into it all that much. One Augusta Phoenix. That runs off the rank 2s. I don't play Dark Mist because I never really had the ability to make it. For the rank 6s, Gauntlet Launcher. This guy is so dumb, so dumb. When I first looked at it, I thought, okay, so you attach one, pop one monster, and then you've got like a 2/8 wall. That's pretty good. But then I realised it doesn't say once per turn. So if your opponent has 2 monsters up and you've like gone Tefnuit, Monarch, cleared like a back row or something, you just go into this, pop both of their monsters, and then just swing. So that's good. X-Beetle. For pesky things that need to be sent, not destroyed, like Maestroke or Zenmains, whatever else. Then Fine Strike Bouncer. Then 2 Messier 7. Just allows you to cycle back your Monarchs and whatnot. And also can bounce your opponent's Exceeds and just bounce Drago Sack or whatever else. So that's all good. And then because you can make them, because Trag Gauze and enemy control are a thing, I've put in Big Eye and Drago Sack. Although, halfway through doing this video, I realised that one of these should be a Gaia for putting over one of these if you need to. So yeah. Personally, I'd probably rather keep in the Big Eye. But you know, Drago Sack's good for generating tribute fodder as well. So it depends what you want to cut. Might end up cutting one of the Synchros, probably cut Stardust or something, so I rarely go into it. But yeah, this is just a quick little video. I'd highly recommend trying this deck out. It's really a lot of fun. Sort of even now with a slightly balked format. Although this format you have to pay attention to your side deck. You have to put in things like Trifortress Ops is good in this deck. Vanity's Fiend, this deck can easily run stuff like Spell Counselor as well. So yeah, just food for thought. All of like the 1/2 tribute monsters, which have great effects, but you just can't get them out in regular decks. This deck can bring out really easily. Made one guy rage on YJ Pro by siding in Buster Blader against E-Dragons and just being over, I think is one of his Drago Sacks or something for game. So yeah, you can troll quite a lot with this deck. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say about this deck. Stay tuned for a slightly different deck after the weekend. It uses Crane, the card from the new starter deck, in Gallus Monster Mash, and it's really, really good. So yeah, stay tuned for that. It's been Uzmak and I1, signing out.